Hey loves, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be an emotional roller coaster. Before we get into that, I want to show you my first PR package that I received from Maniology. I am excited to announce that I am a new ambassador for Maniology, which means I have a discount code for you guys. If you use Yesy10 on your next purchase, you will save 10%. The kit that was sent over was Tinsel time, and I believe the only extra thing that was added to my PR box was the 3 polishes that you see there, which is the gold, red, and the green. I started doing nails in 2019, and it was just an obsession at that point. I was doing it for myself, and this was prior to me finding out that I was even an artist. I found a very cheap stamping kit on Amazon and I purchased it, and that was the way that I was actually adding art onto my nails back then. It's definitely an easy, simple way to add art to your nails. Now, as I say that, I did mention at the beginning that this was a roller coaster of emotions because it is a learning curve to use these stamping kits. You will see how much I struggle at the beginning, and as I get to that part in the video, I will show you what I did to improve on my stamping. So let's talk a little bit about stamping. Stamping must be done with a specific stamping polish. A stamping polish is thinner in consistency and it dries extremely fast. So you do have to work with this product very fast. Back in 2019, I didn't know much about stamping, so I tried to use gel polish and regular polish, and you are not going to get the same results as using a stamping polish.
It's the end of the year. Everywhere on TV, couples and Christmas trees, gift wrapping and cheer. Just the worst time to be without someone special. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and mittens, baking together at home. Not like the movies when I'm walking in the snow, cold hands and mittens, eating gingerbread home alone. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, snowflakes in my head, carols playing in the air. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, red bow in my hair, sleigh bells in the air. The only thing I'm missing is you.
The back of the kit does have some instructions just in case you want to go over them. There are also a ton of videos that you could go and watch on YouTube to kind of show you how to get started.
Dressed up alone on the couch during cold winter days. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and mittens, baking together at home. Not like the movies when I'm walking in the snow.
First, I'm going to show you my stamping plate. There is a blue film on top, so you will see me remove it later on the video. But all of these designs, you're able to stamp them onto the nails. Super cute. I love Christmas. They do have a stamping guide that comes with the kit, and make sure please to go view the video that they mention here. They have a little scanning code. Scan it, go watch the video just in case you run into any issues, so you can avoid being frustrated like I was in the first, I don't know, it was like 3 hours that I sat down and I tried to use this product and it was not working. So I finally ended up watching the video and it helped tremendously. This is a scraper and you're going to need this to scrape off the excess polish on your plate before you actually go in to do the stamping. I will show you later on how to use it.
Kissing under bright lights, red bow in my hair, sleigh bells in the air. The only thing I'm missing is you, darling, you.
This here is the silicone stamper. One side picks up the polish from whatever design you use, and you use the opposite side to see where exactly you're stamping. This here is a stamping duo. That clear one is a top coat, a no smudge top coat, and this red one is just another stamping polish.
Christmas.
And here is the most satisfying part of the video. Make sure that you remove this film prior to you stamping, because if you don't remove it, it's not going to work.
My teardrops melt the snow. Baby, won't you please?
So me going into the product at this moment, this was me going off of what I learned back in 2019. It's been years since I've used any type of stamping kits. So the very first swatch that I do, it looks pretty decent, and then it goes downhill really fast.
Here on Christmas Day with no one else.
One thing that I'm using here is a lint roller. This does not come included in the kit, but it is a great option. If you don't have a lint roller, you can also use Scotch tape.
On Christmas Eve, here on Christmas Day with no one else, I'd rather be. Keep me warm this heart.
This is another part where I messed up. Here I'm using 70% alcohol to clean with a lint-free wipe. The way you're supposed to clean it is with 100% acetone and a cotton swab. I didn't learn that till after I watched their tutorial. Using the alcohol isn't going to fully clean up your plate, which is why I was struggling to pick up any of the stamping designs.
Counting days and counting weeks till we're dancing.
So I'm going back in, and this was me only cleaning it with alcohol. So I'm going to try it again, and you're going to see right away that I do not get the design at all, because there was still polish stuck in there. Another mistake, if you could see, I did leave the stamper down quite a few seconds. You're supposed to just put it down, press it firmly, and pick it up really fast. I was leaving it for about a few seconds. The polish dries super fast, so you don't want to do that. I ended up trying the same method that I was using for all the other polishes, thinking that maybe it was just the white one that wasn't working, but they all were a fail, and you can see that I was getting frustrated. I had no idea what I was doing wrong, but I also refused to go watch a tutorial video. I could have saved myself so much heartache. I'm going to save you from all of the failed attempts that I had, and I'm going to speed it up for you, but just know that I was very frustrated. I sat here for a couple of hours trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. So, enjoy these next few clips.
Be with me today.
One eternity later.
This is honestly the very next day. I was so frustrated the night before that I had to stop, and I watched the video this morning, and I ended up finding out what I was doing wrong. So I now have gloves on because it gets very messy, and I am going to try it out once again.
Keep me warm this holiday.
You have no idea the joy this brought me. It actually worked. And if you can see, when I put the stamper down to pick up the product, it was a quick little tap. Do not leave it on the plate for a while. because like I said, it dries really fast. Being able to do stamping once again reminds me the joy that it brought me when I was first starting off with nails, and I can create these beautiful designs. Before I get into the actual nail design that I did at the end, I was testing out every single color. I wanted to make sure that they all did work. I am going to speed up this rest of the video as I'm testing them out. There are a few polishes that I feel that aren't the greatest for this. The one good thing is that these polishes could also be used just as a nail polish. So if you wanted to use a certain color to fill in your nail background, you could definitely use these as well. The only one that I feel like wasn't the greatest for stamping was the gold one, and you're going to see that I had a bit of issues with that one, but other than that, the rest of them were great. Now let's get into the design that I have for the nail set that I did here. I wanted the base of the nails to have a design, so I ended up doing some snowflakes for the base. You have to do it first before anything else, if not it's not going to show through. So you have to do the design first, then top coat it with whatever color you're going to want to put at the top, and then you should have that design peeking out through the bottom. Also, as you're pressing down on the stamp to the nail, make sure that you don't poke the silicone stamp. I did that on the last clip that you saw there, and I'm just realizing now that I'm editing the video, but you can see that the tip of it did make a hole in, and I probably show it on the video that there's a hole in it, so you have to be very gentle. Don't rip it. I have purchased a new one now, so I'm waiting for the new shipment. It also really isn't that necessary for me to go all the way up with the snowflakes, because you're only going to be able to see the bottom portion of it. The top part of it is going to be covered with my nail. Here I was crossing my fingers that whenever I went on top with this blue gel polish that it was not going to smudge, and luckily it didn't smudge. I feel like because I did all 5 nails, I let that polish dry long enough to the point that it didn't smudge when I was painting over it. You can use any gel polish you want here. I decided to use this beautiful blue that I found. I want it to look very icy, icicle-ish, snowy, so I chose this blue. You don't have to go in with the reflective gel polish, but I decided to go in with one here. It is also a blue one, so it matches the color, and I think it worked out pretty good. I used my scraper to add a little bit of white gel polish. I am using a striping brush. I believe that was a 10mm brush. And I am going on top to create some icicles. On this next step, I am using acrylic powder. You have to make sure that your gel polish is still wet. Do not dry this before, because it will not stick. So this is still wet gel polish, and I'm applying the powdered acrylic. Once I'm done applying it, I'm going to dry it for 60 seconds.
Look out your window, baby, where the snow is falling down. There's a thick white blanket covering all of this town. Everyone is inside. They're getting ready to eat by the table. I keep one empty seat.
I'm going in with the makeup brush that I had laying around, and I am just dusting off the excess acrylic powder.
It's another Christmas time without you. I wanna hold you so close, never ever let go. We'll go walking.
I decided to add another small stamping design on the ring finger, and same process as what I did with the snowflakes I do for the ring finger.
The moon appear. We'll eat mince pies and drink red wine and beer. Then we'll cuddle closer like we just love.
Go in with your favorite top coat. I'm adding a little bit on my tray because I do not want to paint over with the top coat on the icicles. I want that to stay matted, so I am going to be going in with the striping brush to go into those small crevices with the top coat.
Time with you. I ask Father Christmas now for just one little thing. It's something only angels can bring.
Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you're really enjoying this new content that I'm making. And thank you so much to Maniology for reaching out and sending me this beautiful box. If you use my discount code, make sure to tag me. I would love to see what you get.